All right, Mike here with Kingdom Defense. We're going to be going into command school now. I'm joined with Ron. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about what command school is really going to be about, the bread and butter?
All right, great to be here. Thanks for having me, Mike. Yeah, so command school, we want to establish certain things right off the bat. And one of the most important things to do is the actual chain of command. Who is doing what? This keeps everyone unified on the mission of security. Uh, it this it speeds everything up. It's clear. It speeds everything up. We can react faster to anything like that. That's the first thing you want in there. That's the first thing we're going to be talking about. Um, so depending on the situation, it could be anything. Keeping your situation up, like I need to have control of this scenario, this situation, whatever it happens, either in rehearsal or in real life. And it's something as simple as like, hey, I'm command or I'm the team leader. We already know. We don't have to say that. Like, I'm taking command of this. If the team leader's back handling something else, he comes up like, hey, I'm making this decision. It's either on comms or in person. They need to be clear. And we all have defined roles too. So with the command school, knowing your chain of command and knowing those roles is very important.
Okay. What about communications? Obviously.
Communications is key. Clear, defined, short bursts of radio transmission is what you need. I don't want it to clog up the net or say certain things to heighten people around me's awareness of what's going on that I don't need them to. Keeping it short to the point, and who needs to hear it. If I'm a rover and I see someone in the back who's kind of suspicious, they came in a little bit late. They're looking around. They're kind of avoiding greeters. Like, I'm gonna look at that, understand what's going on, and even just assessing the situation. Hey, I might put it to my the commsman or the team leader. Hey, I have this situation. This is what's going on. I'm gonna continue to observe. What is your command, basically? Yeah, just keep observing. It could be something as innocuous as they just were looking for somebody and they were late coming in. You know what happens, traffic, whatever it is. But that could be a threat too. If it's never brought up, no one knows. The threat level escalation has not happened. It's like, oh, well, you've seen something, you need to say something. So like having those short bursts, that clear communication is key with some of that stuff.
Now, what happens if someone, for example, maybe the team leader is otherwise occupied, or maybe he had to go to the restroom? I mean, obviously, you're probably going to communicate that, but does that change the leadership? Does that change the chain of command? And how do you guys adjust during that?
Yeah, so as part of your churches or your place of worship's SOP, but that could be something as like, hey, team leader to ATL, I'm going to be out 5 minutes. Take control. Hey, good. And on the net or however you do the radio, hey, this is ATL working as team leader right now. The assistant team leader as acting team leader right now until otherwise told. Roger. So, and then everyone can roger up, or we say roger up, but we can all acknowledge what is going on, because with that now I understand, hey, that's clear. I've been informed. This is the new team leader. This is who I'm asking the question of. So instead of asking a team leader that's disposed, you might be handling something with the elders or some administrative stuff. Then that lets everyone else know. It speeds everything else. I don't have to ask someone that's not who I don't need to ask. Precisely.
Right. Okay. And then we always call it AARs in the Army, after action reviews, but like there's always a debrief, right? I mean, are we trying to debrief and also provide opportunity for people to grow? Maybe acknowledge where we have gone wrong, maybe what we did right, and then maybe possibly make adjustments to our SOPs. I mean, what's your thought?
Absolutely. Every piece of the team should have a say. And you're going to be humble enough to, hey, I made a mistake. And what I say or what I said might not be the perfect thing. What I did might not be the perfect thing. We can all be like, okay, we're not all perfect. We can make this system better. We can strive to have a perfect system. So with that, be honest with feedback. Be reciprocal. Like, hey, okay, that's an honest mistake. I can get better. We can all get better. And it might not be a bad thing you did that, but there could be a better way. So it's how you look at it too. And then I can bring into, hey, your process. Hey, we need to tweak our SOP, our standard operating procedure, because it's not working as good as it needs to. With this setup and this environment, with these amount of worshipers here, it's going to be a little bit different than what we normally did. Or, hey, what we had on paper and what we practiced without anyone here didn't work. So we have to make an adjustment. And what we did, it worked, but let's make sure it's refined to the point where we're all comfortable. The leadership's comfortable with it. Everyone is safe. That's basically what we want.
Yeah. And maybe you can give an example, but I'll give an example of this whole command structure kind of taking place, in Afghanistan in the early years. We had very clear ROEs. Everything was really established pretty well going in there. Unfortunately, the events of Roberts Ridge happened during Operation Anaconda. We lost 2 Chinooks that got shot down. And the unfortunate part of that is during the AAR, during the after action review or debrief, as we commonly call it, we found out that the guys on the ground were sitting ducks because we only had electrically driven miniguns on the side. And so once we lost the battery power, it was whatever they had on their, as sidearms. So that's not a good situation to be in. So we shifted, adjusted our SOPs so that way we carried more munitions to protect in those situations. And maybe you can give an example of that whole process, from start to finish, where you see the end result is us becoming a better security team in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you don't have to defend the churches with electric-powered miniguns. But as simple as being confident in your security plan, training to security plan. If your security plan is, I carry a weapon, be proficient at those ranges. And with that, understanding that the whole side of carrying a weapon and all that, but understanding the unity of it all. Like, you can't just go do your own thing without telling anybody. You need to absolutely hey, I'm the slack man. I'm going to go outside because I heard something. I'll be back in 5 minutes. If you need to, hey, assistant team leader, can you come up here to my position to take it over while I go do this? Like, that's something that's, hey, he's not just off. He's not like, oh, I heard something, I'm leaving, like scary movie. Like, I'm telling you what I'm doing. This is my role. Hey, can you come up here and do this? Or he might say to you like, hey, good call on that. Tell me where it is, which side, which window, which exit. I'm going to go there myself.
Right.
Roger that.
Right. And you should look for that acknowledgement.
And
too.
then
not just radio.
It's a two-way, and it needs to be double acknowledged. So we are all on the same page. You're not just off doing whatever you want. Because that doesn't correlate exactly with what they're saying. Like, that happened. But if those guys never brought that up, that could have been a problem later on for someone else. And that's not what you need.
Yep.